Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how I painted the Green Bruisers for Rumbleslam. These are one of the two teams in the starter box. You can also buy it separately, but you would never do that because this starter box is such a great value. Two teams, mousepad mat, full rules, bunch of tokens and dice. Oh my goodness, if you don't have it already, go get it. Even if you're not going to play the game, I don't care. You have to have this starter box. It is so good. But that's for another video. If it's already up, go watch it. If it's not already up, it's coming. I'll tell you what's in the box and all that after these guys are painted. Oh, look, they're painted. Let me tell you how I did it. So let's get right into it. Started off with a German red-brown primer. I love this primer. This has been my favorite primer that I've ever used. It's just been the perfect consistency. It covers real nice. Yeah, fantastic. I do have to say that I had to wash these models. They're resin, and you have to wash them real good. First, you have to clean them, so they come like this with all these little bits that you have to knock off. But they are all one-piece models. So this is another team, of course, but you can see how shiny they are. You gotta definitely wash that off. And so once these are cut and you've washed them really well, make sure you scrub. I used a toothbrush and dish detergent, and it worked fine. I had to wash two of them twice because I didn't do a great job the first time, but after that was done, they painted up like a dream. So got our primer. They got a full coverage of worm green, all of them. Love this P3 green. It's what I use for all of my orcs and goblins whenever I paint them. So they got a full coverage, okay? Nice coverage. The troll got Ordic olive on his little rocky bits. The stock paint scheme is a blue troll, which looks fantastic for sure, but I prefer my team to be all green, so I went with a green, and I wanted him to be a little bit darker, so I'll show you how I did that. After their first coat of skin was down with worm green, I gave them a nice BL tan shade wash, darken up those recesses, and the raised areas did not look great because, you know, it's a wash. So I went over it again with an overbrush, which I think it's what it's called. It's more than a dry brush, but you're not giving it a full paint coverage again. You're pretty much going over the raised areas so the recesses stay dark. So the orcs and the goblins got their worm green overbrush. The goblins got another dry brush with moot green just to bring them up a little brighter. I wanted them to be the brightest, and then they get darker as they get bigger. So yeah, the orcs were just worm green. The troll, I went with warpstone glow because I wanted him to be dark. So I gave him a warpstone glow overbrush and then a dry brush of worm green. So he is darker, but he does have some coloration that matches the other guys. So you can definitely see it up in the most raised areas. I didn't want to do too much of it because I wanted him to stay a little dark. Yeah, and then the troll's toenails and nails on his hand got a little Waywatcher green. I don't know if it's going to be, if you can actually tell in the end, but I wanted to try this glaze. So yeah, it's on his nails. And that's it. That's all the skin. Very easy. Just after the prime, there's 1, 2, 3 steps. That's it. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. And by they, I mean me. Then I went to the uniforms. They're red wrestling outfits. Fantastic spandex. It's hilarious. I love it. You can't really tell, I think, in the video, but I do have a few layers of highlights, and this is what I did. Start off with corn red, so they got, you know, careful not to get on the green, which I did a couple times, but it was as an easy clean with the worm green again, fix that up. But corn red by Citadel. And then for the raised areas, I did a mix of corn red and Cador red base by P3. And then I did a slight mix of Cador red base and Wild Rider red for the most raised highlights. You can't tell completely in this video. I think you can see it. Let's see, can we see it on this guy? Sort of, you can kind of see it. In real life you can, and you know what, it's not that important. Oh yeah, you can see it on his bum. There you go, a little goblin bum, and you can see it on the back of the straps. You can see how it is a little brighter, just to make it look, you know, have that transition. And that worked out real nice. Then I went to the yellows. Started off with Averland Sunset. This is the boots and the armbands, the elbows, the straps, the hat on this dude. Averland Sunset as the base. The boot laces, I did ceramic white. Then I gave all that yellow stuff a Cassandora yellow wash. And, oh look, you can still see some green from yesterday. And I took a shower. I swear I should probably do a better job. I shouldn't admit that. Anyway, Cassandora yellow on all the yellow bits. And then I went back and gave just the raised areas some more Averland Sunset to bring it back up. And then in the most raised areas, a little bit of Cygnus yellow by P3. I don't have another Citadel yellow. I have this older Cygnus yellow in it, but it worked. It worked fine. So I'm happy with the yellows. I was originally I wanted to have them like even brighter and look like a very bright spandex, but I'm actually much happier with this. And this was a nice test because I want to use yellow. I want to do a proper yellow on other things like Aeronautic Imperialis orc stuff. And I think after doing this, I now know what I want to do. We are so close to being done. This guy, I think he's the grappler. He has these little wristy gloves that I want them to be black, but not really black. So I went with Crick's Bane Base, which I just rebought recently. I'm going to use. I love using this on weapons, but it makes a nice black that's not black. So a coat of Crick's Bane Base, and then I think just 2 washes of Null oil after the first one dried. Did another one. I think it was I don't think I did 3, but I'm very happy with the way that turned out. I think that's cool. I could go over and do some highlights actually with the Crick's Bane Base again, just to make some areas a little flashier. The teeth were all done in Rotting Flesh. Yeah, simple. Just a little bit of rotting flesh. And I didn't want to go too deep with the teeth. Just on the most visible areas. I didn't want it to be too bright. I went into the eyes. I did Khador Red Base, just in the little eyeballs. And I feel like Orc and Goblin eyes are the only eyes I ever really paint. The rest I don't, but I always love when they have red eyes. I was thinking of giving them a different color than I usually do, but I went with that. There are just a couple of metal bits on these guys. I painted this skull that's on this grappler's crotch in metal, and there's a little buckle here, and then I think these 2 guys have earrings. I did it with chainmail, and then the skull and the buckle got Seraphim Sepia wash, and that, like, very light, just to give it like a rustic. My son said he loves how it looks like it's like rusty. I'm like, perfect. That works. Anyway, that's it. That's all it took to get these Green Bruisers, goblins, orcs, and a troll done. Like I said, I think 2 days. It was just, I think, 3 painting sessions. I was so ready to do this. I love them. They're fantastic. The only thing I need to do is varnish them, because my kids will be playing with these guys, and I want them to be protected. I also have to attach there's little strips of these armbands that had come off while I was building, and that was okay. It's I guess an issue with maybe not just resin, because it would happen with metal too. I just have to finish them up in their yellows, glue them onto his arms. Hopefully they don't fall off while being played with. And once they're varnished and ready to go, I'm going to put them on their clear little bases, which look like this. They still have the blue film, but it's going to look something like that and that. I wish these guys had a slightly bigger base, but it makes sense. And then these guys will get there. So that's the one that's clear like that without the blue film. I'll just take it off when I'm ready. And there we go. That's going to be the Green Bruisers. Done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. And if you didn't, hopefully you enjoyed watching the video. And if you didn't, I don't know what to say. But thanks for watching anyway. Watch out for more Rumbleslam videos. If you're not watching this in May 2020, check out my channel. There's probably going to be more Rumbleslam videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you later.